visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Hey, it's Tom from Texas, and it's time for another Floppy Deep Dive. If you're liking my videos, please subscribe, and so I'll continue to make these and just know that people are out there watching and enjoying them. I'm enjoying going through all my floppies and playing the different games and checking the different stuff out, and I hope you're enjoying seeing it and bringing back memories to you too, and just reliving the greatness of the Commodore 128 and Commodore 64. We are on the last floppy of case number 1. If you've been following me from day one, I've been through all these floppies in this case, explaining everything that's on it, checking them out, and playing the different games and demos and utilities and looking at these floppies for the first time in 30 years. And this is the last floppy for today. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm just going to film how you follow me along to the different files that are on each one of my Commodores. So I've got the games loaded up on my 2 Commodore 128s, my 2 Commodore 64 breadbins, and my 2 64Cs. So everything's loaded up from this floppy, so we're just going to go from system to system, checking out what's on this floppy, and do a quick deep dive on the very last floppy of case number 1. So let's grab a joystick, pull up a chair, and let's check these games out. So let's get started. So it's time for another floppy deep dive, and I am on the last floppy of this case number 1. If you've been following along on Facebook and on my YouTube videos, I've been going through all these floppies one by one, showing you what's on these floppies and reliving old memories. And we're on the final one here for this first case. And today we are going to be reliving Commando II, Talkshow, Shockrider, and Zenith. And on the back, we've got Gauntlet 2 and Alter Ego. I believe the Gauntlet 2 is just Gauntlet. Back in the 80s, I just wrote down whatever was on there when you downloaded it. And even Commando 2 is just the reworked Commando. So that's the floppy we're going to be looking at today. So let's go ahead and check out the different games. I've got them all loaded up on the different Commodores here in my Commodore room. So we're going to start with Commando 2 with the classic music and so forth. Show you a little bit of the gameplay here on the Commodore 64. Love this music like everybody, one of the favorites of everybody. Usually I put my commentary on afterwards, but trying something different here. Just commentating while I play the game, give you a quick little brief overview of it, and just memories of the Commodore, of the Commando. Again, this is the second version. As you can see, I am not doing well. But give me a break. I haven't played it in probably 30 years. Quick, easy. That's the first one that we're checking out today is Commando. I'm definitely going to play this one some more, but that is the first one that's on this floppy. So now we're going to jump over to Shockrider. So on my other Commodore 128, I've got Shockrider going right now. And let's get this started here. The guy spits. Oh, we got to have some volume so we can hear what's going on here. Let's see if I can figure out what I'm doing here. Looks like I am dying. So you jump along these different sidewalks. People turn into this pink thing, and the pink thing's what attacks you, the pink guys. These random people turn into the pink. Did not do very well that game. Let's give it another go. Looks like he's blowing a kiss. I don't know if it's spitting or blowing a kiss, but let's take out this pink guy. Oop, I died pretty quick on that one. No ammo this time. So now I'm just punching. Took him out. Alright guys, and that's Shockrider. So what's next on the front of this floppy is something called Talkshow. I'm going to turn it up. And what they did, it looks like on this demo, is they just ripped the voices, or the sounds.
Follow me, man! Medic! I'm hit!
So that's a little Beachhead 2 level 1. And then if you want
Hey, don't shoot me!
classic line.
You can't hurt me!
So a little Beachhead 2. Then they got some
0,
Kennedy approach was this A through Z and then shift A through N. So
1, 6, 7, 3.
a bunch of Kennedy approach, not quite as exciting as the other ones. 4 is Impossible Mission.
Mission accomplished. Congratulations.
Destroy him, my robot. Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever. No.
And then last is the Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters! Ghostbusters! He slimed me!
So now we're going to move on from the Talkshow over to my other Commodore 64. This is the one I just recently repaired. If you haven't seen that video, go check that video out. We got it working again. And so this is Zenith 1987. And it's a space shooter. Which did not do very good there. That was pretty cool. I didn't like the staying on at the end, but that game over actually was pretty cool. What killed me? So this game is not very good. You die without anything even touching you. Not a fan at all. So that's Zenith. So let's turn that down. Now we're going to move over to my 64C. Over here we're going to check out Gauntlet on the C64C. And one of my favorite games, so let's get started on this one. So Gauntlet is one of my favorites. Just a classic, fun shoot 'em, exploring the different levels, collecting the treasures. Again, just love this game. And if you just sit there and don't do nothing, like you're going to corner and not attack, all the walls just turn to exits so you can go to the next one. So fun game. enjoyed playing it. Classic one off of this last floppy of case number 1. And so the last one we're going to go to that's on this floppy is Alter Ego. This is the ice-picked version of Alter Ego. And so it is not all there because Alter Ego is like a 4 floppy, I don't even know if it's called a game because it is, I never really got into this. This is where you can live your life through the different things. But if you want to go in here and start, it basically, I believe you could do the infancy on there, but that's also on here. But again, I'm not going to go into that too much because this game, I tried to go to different levels and it just doesn't go to different stuff. So that's everything on all the floppies today. I would say my favorites, of course, I enjoyed Gauntlet a lot. It was pretty cool with the talk show with all the ripped speech out of the different games on there. And then, of course, my last one that I enjoy is good old Commando. Can't beat it. Love the music. Love to play. In fact, going to play it some more when I'm done with this video. Just a great, fun game. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, please subscribe. We are moving on next to case number 2 and going through all these floppies and see my collection that I've collected from back in the 80s. So now what's on these floppies? So this will be the next set of videos that we'll be making, going through one by one, doing deep dives and checking out what's all on here. And so I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time on another floppy deep dive.
Mission accomplished. Congratulations.